Right, there's only going to be so much demand if we set that up now. It's not worth building the ship yet because, frankly, until this thing gets going... Actually, no, it is worth building the ship. We might as well make it connect. Let's get it up and running. Change my mind. Buy vehicles, let's go. All cargo. Is there a better choice? Dump truck. Carries 38. There you go. We use dump trucks. 38 is pretty good. Mr. Wackaday, thank you for dropping 5 subs on the chat. Appreciate that, sir. And if you just got one, please give Mr. Wackaday a thank you. That's very kind, sir. It's a West Highland Terrier, Strickland. Right, we'll set up... We don't need many trucks for one of them. 2 will do. And then we'll have... Let's just buy 20 of them.
Welcome back.
No need for that noise. Right, that's the short one. Put 2 on that.
Welcome back. Nata.
We'll put 5 on that one.
Welcome back. Nata.
6 on that one. And 7 on that one.
Welcome back. Nata.
Color-coded trucks, you gotta love it. What the heck is that? What's the... Did I put the wrong kind of truck on there, or is it just configuring itself? No, it can take construction material. Maybe it's just what it looks like when there's no materials been added. I don't know. That's mighty weird. Right, we up and running yet? No. What's going on? Oh, he's got some stuff. These dump trucks are good. I mean, 38 capacity out of a dump truck is... Considering a gondola on a train is 20, it doesn't make any sense, but it's cool. That looks pretty awesome, actually. Right, I think we need to build a ship. This is going to move steel. I don't know how much steel's going to come out of though. A green Merlin. Rep. Okay, that can get that line established while we wait. Kuala Lumpur goods factory not shipping any yet. Because what's this going to be? It's going to be actual goods, isn't it? Isn't that weird? You colour one in a yellowy colour and it kind of just makes that slightly yellow. You colour the other one in orange colour, it makes the whole thing really orangey. I know, Baz, I know, I'm just getting the line going. The E-trucks are pointless, Baz. Like, if you look at the E-truck, look at this. So that truck has an emission of 66 and carries 32, goes 100 Ks. This truck has 4 less emission, same speed, 20 capacity. What's the point? I mean, I know it's cheaper to run, but what's the point of only transporting 20 a go? For like 4 emission less. That might amount to 1 or 2 people in Kuala Lumpur who won't move in. I don't think it's worth it, Baz. If it was half of the emissions, I'd be like, yep. I don't think the emissions are accurate at all, Kirby. I think they need to tweak them. Sind, good evening. I would like to take the opportunity to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Any plans for Christmas? Just having Christmas Day with a fam. Like Panama Canal, here we go. Let's do this. S speed at 30k for electric at 70. Not sure what you mean. Right, is that now listed under... Yes, it is. Look at that. That's now navigable. So that means a plastic truck can ship can come through here. And then we want the same thing over here. Rip that road. That's massive. Have you seen the ships we're going to have going through it? You never watch one of the streams? Welcome. Nice. Now that road, we can't really delete that, or we can, but we'll have to put a bridge back, because that links the two towns of Jakarta and Ankara. But we either send the ships through that, or we just Panama this bit, and I think I prefer this. No, like in Skylines, when you get to the water's edge, you can put up like docks and stuff and keys and that kind of thing. It'd be great if you could do that. Just build like a nice hard edge there, as if it's been man-made. Go with that. Let's check that. That'll do. Nice. Different bridge style would have helped. I think that was the... Yeah, doesn't matter, Baz. Now, where was he getting this stuff from? Was it here? Holy moly, that's a long way. I think this is it, isn't it? This is a chemical plant. And the oil was coming from these two, I think. Is that correct? Wait, there was a triangle somewhere. Oh, that was it. Crude into that? No, that's not right. That. Don't know why that... Ah, that was it. Yeah, it was crude to there, oil back again. I knew there was some kind of triangle. That was it. Is it annoying yet? I don't want to cross a crude, fat man. The longer you take the stuff, the more you'll get paid. Not at all. Yeah, right. Okay, truck station.
Welcome back, Nutter. Welcome back, Nutter.
Okay, they're connected. Pugrick, welcome back. Dave 666 2008, welcome back. So that's a direct export, I think. Hang on. Yes, it is. That's a direct export, that one. Which is nice. What's that building? It's a truck depot. What did I put on my letter to Santa this year? I said, "Dear Santa, have a year off, mate. Don't worry about me." Lovely. So this is Jeddah, which I'm tempted to call Jedi. Jeddah crude trucks. So crude, these trucks. Okay, we're getting there. Convoys next week. Right, that stuff is going to come into here. It just needs a road connection. That's Zunyi. So this is going to be Jeddah.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Oil ships. And they're going to go from here to here. How many participate in the convoy? I won't know until the day. I can tell you how many applied. I can tell you how many went to the next step. And then how many still didn't join the Discord server. How many will actually complete the whole thing and turn up on the day? Who knows? Frosty Jack, gotta love the Steam sale. Train Sim World Deluxe for $19.99. Thank you for the 50 months. Bullseye, Frosty Jack. Wow, that's a crazy route. Why are you going that way and then coming back another way? We'll soon sort that out. Can't put on that. Interesting. Oh my god, look how long it takes to work out a route. Look at this. Right now it's going, let me pass this. I can't find a route. There we go. That's crazy. No, Bob, come on. No, we'd never had anything like that many, Bob. I think I might change the... Push it over that side. And then these ships coming in can go straight in here. Right. Tanker towboats are good for this. Zunyi Oil Refinery. Look at that. It's going, oh yeah. Oh my. Oh, this game. Whoa, hey, whoa, 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 whoa. What you got? Yo, yo, get back here. Don't you go running away. Can you explain the difference between transport and shipment? Yes, I can. It's a very misunderstood thing. Mostly because they use the word shipment instead of demand. This is how much it's making. This is how much demand it has. Yeah? This is how much you're moving. So at the moment, it's capable of producing 400, but it's not producing 400 because there's not enough demand for it. Although demand is increasing. The more the demand, the more it will actually produce. Yeah? This is how much I'm moving. How much am I taking? Why don't you use waypoints? Because it won't make any difference. Because as Vroma's pointed out, and others, the way these things work is they always go counterclockwise and they always load on the right side. You can't escape the fact. Probably messed up down here as well, to be honest. Oh no, I didn't. You hate that they don't upgrade raw material factories anymore. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't upgrade raw materials, but they seem to have fixed the whole logistics network. Like with the original, in Transport Fever 1, you'd set up a logistics network, and then for some inexplicable reason, at some point, this would suddenly not produce anything and would reset and cause catastrophe down the supply chain for no good reason. If they had to make this a fixed size to solve that problem, I'll take that. Right, we now will soon produce plastic, so we're going to go with, where's it going up to? Koala. Plastic ships. Wonder why nobody's actually made a plastic ship. This is a monster, this. I love this. Where is it going? It's over here somewhere. There it is. Oh, it's going to take half an hour to work this one out. If this doesn't crash, I'll be amazed. It did it! Look at that. It did it. Pathfinding through that is not actually that easy. Okay. That, in theory, completes the supply chain. Now we just have to wait 40 years for the ships to get there. Okay, crude's building up. I'm going to speed the game up now. Let this get loaded up. I reckon 3 ships might do that. Maybe more. I know, Baz. But there's not really much point in creating a plastic ship until we've actually got some plastic, is there? Travelling time. What should we move plastic in? It's going to have to be the fastest thing that we can find. 32. It's going to be the Merlin. There we go. Lo and behold, the plastic ships are here. What I might do is go up this side and create 2 more. From here. Just so we've got 2 like coming from both sides of the map. Not yet, Bob. I need to make this work first. Right, we can just look at the thing here to work out what the HS is doing. There you go. It's making 30 million. So I'll live with that. Some of these got to be old. 34 years, man. 234 crude, that's nice. So at the moment, it still classifies that we haven't transported any because it doesn't count collection as transportation. It only counts delivery. So until these ships actually dock and deposit some of that oil, they won't count that as transportation. But when he gets in here, it should trigger. And then this thing will kick off. And it won't take any oil on the first run, but the next one that's on its way, by the time it makes it to here, this will have produced some oil. Not much, but a little bit. See, considering it had a tiny bit of oil, it's almost broke even. The one thing I've noticed about ships is, although they're really, really slow, they actually make really good money. Like, when this guy gets in, he'll make a fortune. NPR, how you doing? 10 million. Definitely needs replacing. Blimey, these are old. That line's making over 70 million. So that costs 171. That'll take just over 2 years to repay that investment. Oh, they do. They give really good bang for buck. I know Baz doesn't like them because they're slow, but they are great money earners. If you've got the patience for them, they really do bring home the bacon. And the oil, and the plastic. And the stone, in fact. That one's breaking even now. How old is that one? 7 years. Wait, which line's that on? Oh, the food run. Ah, I think we may have a grain supply problem. I don't look at that full. Not enough grain. It may be we need to swap this out for just one bigger ship rather than two. Yeah, I think we will. Is it that one? Ship 14. If we swap that out for something a bit bigger, I think that line will be more profitable. Once that's docked, we'll get rid of it. What happened to automatic replacement? They got rid of it. It's kind of annoying because what they've done is taken away one of the macro management tools. Yeah. So, like now I've got 70, 80 lines or something. I can't manage all the vehicles on that. I've got so many old vehicles because it'll take me a long time to go through them all and sort them out. And then in like 15, 20 years, I'll be back in the same position again. Now, why they got rid of it, I don't know. But they've not given you the tools to scale. Let's put it that way. Watchtower, 28 months in the nut house. Thank you for the content. Thank you, sir. What are these guys doing? 89 construction materials is not a lot. See, that's what you want your factories to look like. It's maxed out level 4. It's producing everything it can. It's got a demand for everything it makes, and you're taking pretty much everything that it's producing. If that number never hits 0, you're supplying it with everything it needs and you're moving it. That's how you max it out. Why was it called Bad Boy 2? Because some guy said, hey, can you name your ships? No, he went, I wish you could name individual ships and stuff. So I just called it Bad Boy 2. Just to prove a point, Baz. Okay. I'm just going to have a go. I don't want to mess it around anymore. Not when there's 4 of them, they can't afford to do that. And that's another thing, and I've said this before, but I really hate the way that line holding works. The way that works just annoys me. And if you can get a mod that changes that, I want that mod. How populous is your most populous city? At the moment, oh, Feelsbad's gone into the lead still. 1,253 on Feelsbad. I'm fully expecting Kuala Lumpur, though, to overtake it. The problem is Kuala Lumpur has got there only with one of its needs matched. But it'll soon have that one. In about 20 years' time. And then I think it will grow. And it does have the high-speed train. I do hope so, Ekalos. I really do. There's a lot of stuff going on here. I don't think they need that many vehicles on the line. You can probably get a mod for it. NPR. The detail they put in is magnificent. The only problem I have is I find the numbers a bit weird. You know, I look at a city like this and I look at these high rises and then I look at that number there and it doesn't make any sense to me. Like 1,000 people could fit in one tower block. I kind of feel like that should be 20 times what it is, maybe. It's weird. Which bit, Baz? I mean, these ships are only here at the moment. The plastic ships haven't even made one run. They're going to be a long time. In fact, these two are just coming through the Panama Canal right now, look. I'm just going to get ships on the circuit. Meanwhile, there's not enough storage for the fuel here. The town's not on a 4-to-1 ratio, I don't know. I wonder if it would be better, rather than having one line and 4 ships, have 4 lines with a ship on each one. Because that way we can use 4 lots of platform. I know this is stupid, but we can actually use 4 lots of platform. So if you call that one ships 1, and then have another one called ships 2. And make that go between here, here, and... Oh boy, that's taking time. Hang on. Wait. Andrew D. Boyle, welcome back. There we go. And... wait for it. There we go. So then that comes in on a different key, if you like. This one could come in on number 6. Back here, come into there. And then you set that on to 2. Then that way, these oil things will actually like use double the amount of storage. So instead of having 300 here, we can now have 300 there and 300 there. Are you able to copy and paste lines? Nope. The best you can do is what I've been doing, is click the edit key and then copy the name. And then when you create a new one, paste the name in and edit it. You can't actually clone the line. It's just... I don't know why. You should be able to. It's another example of a quality of life thing that should be in the game. Why is it taking so long to route? I think it's because the map is so like complex in terms of its navigable space that it has to work out how to get around stuff. He just popped in after a 5-hour-long Wagner opera. Kalilov, nice. Sorry, Wagner. Have you ever seen this bug before? The one where it just doesn't stop scrolling. Stop it. There we go. We've actually got plastic. You always had that bug. It's not just me then. I'm glad. Right, so this thing is just getting going, right? So we've brought in a bit of oil, not a lot, but it has turned it into stuff. However, if you notice, the production and shipments are pretty much tied up, which means there is demand for that plastic. It knows that its consumers, right? Kuala Lumpur goods factory, it knows there's demand for it. So that will sit there and wait to be taken. But we're not moving any of it yet because some of the plastic ships have already left and some of them are still en route. Thing is, if you have a plane, right, it can fly over there and back and it'll move like 30 units. And in the time it takes a ship to go down here, that plane probably might have gone there well, maybe like 10 times. But this can do once and do 250 units, so kind of evens out at a much lower cost. Nerdy Drew, thank you for 34 months. Let's keep an eye on this. I want to make sure that these platforms don't completely fill up. Okay, so the demand is picking up. What monitor to use? A Zeus XT27VQ. It's a 27-inch, 144 Hz curved monitor. And they're very good. You're nearing 100k peanuts, nice. My only concern is that this platform will fill up. Wait, why are you coming here with crude, bro? Whoa, 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 whoa. Why are you bringing crude here? I think he got mixed up. Why you always asked about your monitor? It's a streamer's life, I'm afraid. If you're a streamer, you're asked what monitor do you use, what CPU do you have, what headset do you use, what mouse, what keyboard, what games do you like, what's your favourite game, what's your favourite food? Literally asked every question under the sun. Just want to make sure they definitely move the oil they should do. Yeah, do you like swimming? How was truck first? You know, the usual. Right, he's taking all the refined oil. That's good. Oh yeah, that's the best one, Aliki. How do you move the camera like that? How do you move the camera with your head? Genius. Oh, look at that now. See, here's another thing. When you're in the terrain modification tool and you're basically doing this, you can't see what's going on under there. Unless you do that and switch to the line management tool, and then you realise that you've dug too far. But while you were busy digging it, you couldn't actually see that. So I'll flatten it and go back to the line management tool so I can see what I just did. Like, why does that make any sense? Do they not play their own game? A bit concerned that's going to fill up. Oh, I think this is a plastic ship. The first plastic ship. It's only knocked up $500,000 of loss getting here. Wait, so it takes $500,000 to get here? All my life. Like, you could make the lines much more efficient if you could tell them to wait for a certain amount of time before leaving. And you can't do it. because it gets reset whenever something appears. I'm sure in TF1 and in TTD you could say wait until 75% full, or wait until at least 50% full. So it would take everything it could, and if that was over 50%, it would just go. Or if it could take it 90%, then it would go. It works so well because you can like tune it, because you know, like when this ship leaves port, it is going on a very long journey, and you don't want it to go, you know, unless it's at least half full. So why can't I click on this ship, edit the line and say, don't leave unless you're half full? Like, it's all very well the game looking pretty, and it really does look pretty. But under the hood, this game is a logistics management game, and if they don't give you the tools to manage the logistics lines that you create, they've missed the target. It is a finished product, Thomas. It just needs more adding, you know, around the management side of it. It's a polished game. It works really well, but they need to add some more stuff. Where's this guy going? Oh, I see. There he goes. The first shipment of plastic. So many vehicles are aged. Let's go and have a look how the steel thing's getting on. Ooh, that's a lot of steel. Yikes. This could do with a bigger platform, really. There's another example of how I really wish you could allocate. Here's another thing. I sound like I'm on a right moan, but this platform here I'm not using, and I don't want to use. Why can't I combine these platforms? Why can't I say use this space and this space for this one line? And another thing, because right now I've got this 4-bay truck station, and if that fills up, it just throws goods away. I thought I'd already done that to some extent, Raven. Wait, you can do that? Fairwin, do you want to tell me how to do that, mate? Because I don't know how to do that. How do I allocate this space for that? What, make it stop at multiple things? Will that spread the load? Let's try it. Wait, where's this thing going? I'm looking at entirely the wrong line here.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
think that'll do it? Well, Sail BG, yes, you can make 2 lines, yeah? Which I did with the ships, yeah? You can make 2 separate lines and have identical trucks on each one, just go to a different platform. But what I want to know is, does that work? If we have just the 1 line, but make it alternate the stops, when the combat ship comes in, which hopefully it will soon, maybe that one, or that one. Here we go. So we'll see what happens when all these materials get dumped here. How will it spread them here? Will it split half and half? I don't know. I don't know, Baz. I was wondering that myself. I wonder if these guys are nicking it. If we make the steel ships only load steel and nothing else, then they won't nick the conmats. Right, let's see what he does. Yeah, that's exactly what it does, Kirby. And it can be useful, but mostly it can be annoying. Because it's a side effect that you don't realise happening. And it happens the worst with trucks, because many trucks can take all cargoes. Okay, so there you go, that's what just happened. Right, so it basically dumped a load of conmats. It dropped a load of them, and it literally put them all into one platform. And threw about 50% of it away. Can you make the platforms longer? Yes, I can. I'd have to rejig all this, but I can make them longer. He's only just left. Are they on the pier though? I don't know. I don't think they are, because these conmats belong to this line. So what, until I just stopped it, the ships that were on this line were taking those materials away. So the mats were coming in, and then they were getting allocated to those ships to take somewhere else. But now they're not doing that. They're going to dwindle away. But they are not the same as the ones that were dropped here. $44-year-old train. Holy moly. Pyongyang food. DF4. The OG here. I don't appear to be picking up any of the combats. No. Because I think they're on the second trip now. So now they come into here and going, oh, there's nothing here. These vehicles will now stop at this platform, think there's nothing here, and quite happily drive all the way to look now empty, even though this platform is full of stuff. Why? Because that's what the line says you should do. You should go here, then there, then here, then there, then here, and so on. So because they always load on the right, yeah, as you look at it, it's loading from this platform, and there's nothing there. Yes, Giddy, you can't mount the platform longer, yes. But what I was trying to work out, Giddy, is if I make the line stop at both platforms, when the materials come in from the ship, will it spread the load across two platforms? That's what I was trying to work out. But I am going to wait and see what happens when this next one comes in. Only because that line is now fully established. If it's going to do it, it's going to do it now. And if it doesn't, I know the game doesn't work that way. And I'll just make two lines. I know that two lines works. I want to know if I can make it work with one line. No, Raven, they were just having a go. Like, some of their points were valid. Some of their points can be solved with mods. What I disagreed with was the fact they negative reviewed the game based on some of the niggles I had. I don't think that was fair. This is the guy. It is a decent game, Zarak. I think it's like the deeper you go, you find out that it doesn't go quite as deep as you want it to. And like I say, some of the quality of life things are missing. Some of the management things, some of the macro level stuff is gone. That's where it falls down. It's still a good game. There you go. That 100% confirms that alternating the line does not work. Because interestingly now, it's dropped them all on this side. So I think what the game's going to do now is every time a ship comes in, it's going to make a random decision as to which one to put these things on. It's crazy. Frustrating. So we'll go for plan B. Right, so now I've got two separate lines. Half the trucks go here, half the trucks go here. When a ship comes in, what it'll do is it'll split the load between the two. When's the steel ship going to pick up the steel? Actually, one was already on the way, Baz. Oh, there's one now. It's a long way. It needs more than two ships on it. That's the problem. You get the same problem at airports. Like, you can't extend cargo storage at an airport. Why? I don't know. Why can't you just build warehouses and say, that warehouse is for that line, therefore I can double the capacity? Why not? This is the kind of thing you would do. The pink line didn't load on the inner platform. Well, nothing's loaded on there yet. Don't forget, they load on the right, okay? This line loads from that platform. This line loads from that platform. Alright, here he goes. See? You see how that works? With separate lines, it spreads. With one line stopping twice, it doesn't. And that's confirmed to be the case. So now, we're not overloading this platform. Save game. Boom. Got 200 steel waiting for this guy. Like how the terminals are actually labelled. No, that's Hermes, Kirby. If Hermes has a parcel and knocks on your door and you're not in, they just throw it either next door, chuck it on the bin, leave it down the side, leave it in the rain. I've had all those things. $200 steel. Boom. It's getting a good supply, actually. Of course, the good thing about trucks is they get quite a frequent supply of goods, you know? Just needs the demand to pick up, which it will once all that steel goes. Oh, bro, you're too early. Put you on hold for a bit. Wow, look how long it takes to slow down. Let's move that over there for a sec. Another company that does the same, they have big green vans. Oh, you don't mean that one called the big green parcel thing or something? Are there the real names of harbour's name, etc. in the middle of the platforms or just placeholders? You can call stuff wherever you want. By default, it'll take the nearest town. So the nearest town is Lucknow. And it'll call all these, you know, Lucknow West, North, sidings, whatever. Pale Grin, thank you very much for subbing. Welcome to the Net House. Thank you. Lovely. Excuse me, bro. Do you want to turn around? I never said go that way. That's interesting. I told it to stop, and when I told it to go, it did a U-turn. That's weird. There's the steel ship there, I think. Yeah, what's that one? Conmat. So yeah, there should be at least 3. Oh boy, what's going on? Plastic. Plastic is going to arrive. Actually, they've already got some plastic. Look at this. Blimey. That means Kuala Lumpur's getting goods. Oh, huzzah, look at this. That's going to so overtake feels bad. May need more goods trucks, I'm not sure yet. Okay, just scale that up a bit now. There he comes. All the plastic. Look at that. That's going to level up now. Okay, I have no idea which depot it just spawned those trucks, but it should have spawned them though. Why, game? Why? Its resistance to making straight road is unparalleled. To be honest, I think it's deliberately designed to look like a piece of Lego. Seriously, where does it put the vehicles? I think it spawned them here. Oh boy. It's not like that's even... Give up. I don't know what logic it runs when it clones, but it needs working on. That's going to overflow in a minute. Ridiculous. Dude, come on. Anyway, it's getting late. 9:30. I get absorbed in a game like this. I'm going to call it there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock. We shall continue, and then maybe do some trucking at 5. Although I should probably work out what I'm actually going to do, trucking-wise. What's new in the trucking world? Do Transport Fever 2 trucking. Oh yeah, the Christmas delivery things. Yeah, I could do some of that, I guess. Skip Sunday night trucking. Jappy Mom. How many downloads on the Squirrel mod, Baz? What does this show me, Baz? I don't know. I literally don't use this workshop like that. Oh, hang on, is that right? I'll refresh this. Reload. 53 subscribers, Baz. 480 people looked at it, 53 subscribed to it, Baz. So, I was right, we didn't hit triple figures. Anyway, have a good evening, guys, and thank you so much to the mods for me overrunning slightly there. I shall see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So, until then, have a good one. Take it easy, guys. Love you all. Good night.